as mentioned in the email, we'll ask you some questions, then you can ask us some questions as well. If there are any external audience, they'll be able to ask questions too. This session will be recorded and uploaded online for voters to view. You have nominated yourself for the role of Head of Community Engagement. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep. So could you please introduce yourself, including your name, year of study, and what you're studying?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Maanya. I'm a third-year student at UCL studying psychology.
Yep. And our first question for you is, what makes you suitable for this role?
So besides the copious amount of experience I have, like within UCL, for example, being a transition mentor, I've learned how to organize events a lot, and working for charities in volunteering roles where a lot of teamwork was required. I'm quite a planned out student who always has targets. And as I said, for the welfare officer role, I'm very much an extrovert. And I think that when it comes to societies and a role like this with community engagement, you really need to be good at communicating with others within the society and the committee to make sure that discussions are made, because this role really requires interacting with other people within the group. So I think I'm really good at being on track when it comes to emailing and contacting people in the department and things like that, so that everything runs smoothly.
Yep. So you've mentioned some plans to engage the community or our members. And I'm just wondering, what are some difficulties in implementing these plans, and how might you plan to solve these issues?
I think, for example, with the merchandise, when it comes to the price point, there's this kind of thing with a price and sustainability, and we have to create that balance, because obviously sustainable items are a bit more expensive, but we obviously want the merch to be accessible for everyone depending on what they can afford. And I think when it comes to that, I would make sure that I'm in contact with other societies, some other bigger societies, as well as like student union merchandise, to ask them and gain some knowledge from them on how they best kind of balance those two things, because it's really important to be sustainable but also affordable for our students. So I would make sure that I would actually have discussions with other societies to make sure that there is a good balance.
And the second to the last question is, do you have anything else to share that's not already on your manifesto?
No, I don't think so. I think in my manifesto, I clearly show that I think that with community engagement, inclusivity is so important. And I think that I will bring that out. But besides that, I can't think of anything on the spot.
Yep, that's okay too. And do you have any questions for us?
No.
Yep, and thank you so much for joining the session.